I just read something that outraged me about gambling, and I'm sure it's going to shock you as well. The UK gambling regulator has just slapped William Hill with a record £19.2 million fine for their widespread and alarming social responsibility and anti-money laundering failures. This is an absolutely unacceptable situation, and I can't believe how negligent they've been with the customers, especially the most vulnerable ones. Here are their failures that led to this fine. Now, the regulator found that they allowed a customer to open a new account and spend 23 grand in just 20 minutes without any checks whatsoever. Can you believe that? But it didn't stop there. They also failed to conduct any checks and allowed another customer to open an account and spend 18 grand in 24 hours. And if that wasn't enough, a third customer spent 32.5 grand over 2 days with no checks in place. This is appalling. What's even worse is that 331 customers were able to gamble even though they self-excluded themselves. This is a clear sign that William Hill has been completely negligent in safeguarding vulnerable customers. And if you think that's the end of it, just wait until you hear about their anti-money laundering failures. They allow customers to deposit large sums without any checks, with one customer depositing just over 70 grand, which they spent and lost in a month. Others lost 38 grand in 5 weeks and 36 grand in 4 days. Now, if you or someone you love have been affected by gambling debt, I'll talk you through ways to help in a minute. So, what was William Hill's response? The Gambling Commission's chief exec, that's Andrew Rhodes, said that the licence suspension was considered due to the shocking failings that they'd uncovered. However, because William Hill immediately recognised their failings and worked to implement improvements, they decided to go with the largest enforcement payment in their history instead. A spokesperson for William Hill's parent company, 888, said that the settlement relates to the period when William Hill was under previous ownership and management. They claim that after the acquisition, they quickly addressed the issues with a rigorous action plan. Now, while that might be true, it doesn't change the fact that countless vulnerable customers have lost an extortionate amount of money, and it's all due to their negligence. I'm utterly appalled by how reckless and negligent William Hill has been to their customers, especially the most vulnerable ones. This level of carelessness is unacceptable, and it's high time that the gambling industry is held accountable for their actions. Let's hope that this massive fine serves as a wake-up call to other gambling companies and that they take the necessary steps to protect their customers in the future. If you've been affected by gambling debt, it can be overwhelming, stressful, and lead to a lot of negative emotions. If it's a friend, family member, or partner, it's essential to be as understanding and empathetic as you can. When comforting someone struggling with gambling debt, it's crucial to listen without judgment and be patient and considerate. Acknowledge that they may feel some guilt and shame, and remind them that there are debt solutions available, including those that are tailored to gambling-related debts, which can provide relief. One of the best ways to help someone with gambling debt is to gather relevant information and direct them towards free debt advice from charities like Step Change, National Debt Line, or Citizens Advice. These organisations can provide tailored advice and suggest debt solutions specifically designed for individuals with gambling debts. A debt advisor can explain various debt mitigation strategies and help set them up. If you're contacting the charity on the debtor's behalf, try to gather information about their finances, debts, and missed payments to provide accurate advice. Remember to address the gambling aspect of the debt, as they may require additional support and resources. Supporting a partner with gambling debt can be emotionally challenging, but it's crucial to be understanding and avoid getting angry. Seek debt advice and focus on finding a solution. It's also important to discuss the gambling behaviour itself and consider seeking professional help or joining support groups to address the issue. To sum up, here's how to help someone with gambling debt. Listen without judgment and be empathetic. Offer information about debt advice services or contact them on their behalf, specifically mentioning gambling debt. Inform them of debt solutions tailored to gambling debts and ways to get out of debt. Tell them about the debt respite scheme to stop creditors from taking further action. Encourage follow-up support for underlying gambling issues like addiction, counselling, or support groups. Thanks for watching and best of luck.